Alright, so this is my review on Final Destination 2. Uh, yeah, so what happens in this movie is, basically at the very beginning, you get these new characters involved, mainly the main final girl, I guess you would call her at this point. She predicts that there's a whole car crash thing that goes on, like fucking people dying left and right, like explosions all over the highway and shit. And that does happen. And the cop doesn't believe her. They think she's like having a midlife crisis, but the cop literally moves her out of the way, and her friends end up getting hit by this truck, and the car ends up exploding. Fuck off Epic Games. The car ends up exploding, and then after that, you get the whole part where okay, there's one death where this woman she I guess she's going in the elevator, and apparently she was supposed to die with the guy with the hooks, which is like mannequin arms behind her. Her hair ends up getting stuck, and then her head ends up getting stuck in the elevator door thing, and ends up getting crushed, and the whole head comes off. But before that, there's one guy at the very beginning where he's like making food, and then he's trying to put his hand down the garbage disposal. He ends up getting stuck, but the whole house catches on fire. He throws the fucking pan, and he goes down the little thing, like I don't know what you call those things. It's like you know what I'm talking about, where he goes out in there, and then he ends up sliding down the ladder, and the ladder, well, before that, he falls on glass, which is fucking painful as shit. And then after that, the ladder thing almost came down on him, but the second time, it literally crushes him in the fucking pupil or eye socket, and he dies. There's another part where one guy ends up getting crushed like the girl that got crushed in the elevator with her head cut off. Her head cut off. Her son ended up getting folded like a lawn chair, and that death was cool as shit. It was very cool. It's very cool. After that, I'm trying to remember as best as I can. So after that, apparently the woman that's supposed to have the baby is supposed to be the whole like ending to the thing, like how to cheat death and like how to end the death cycle. But for some reason, that's not how it works. But you get Clear Rivers, which is from the first movie, which I thought you'd never see her reprise her role. Well, you see her in solitary confinement, like a white room and shit. And then, she helps out the fucking group, obviously. She'd been through that shit, like, once, so might as well help. Another death happens, where it's like this one guy, I don't know his name, but like the whole fence gate comes off, and he ends up getting sliced by the fucking hook, like the little wire things, which is pretty fucking cool. He gets like sliced in half, and his limbs shouldn't come off. What else? What else? Oh yeah, there's another part where they're driving, and then they end up like the car ends up getting impelled by this like long pipe thing, and the one girl ends up getting her fucking legs crushed by a log, a fucking big ass tree log. She can't move them. But the black guy ends up getting injured. I don't know his name, so don't call me racist on that. But the I don't know, firefighters or whoever tries helping her get out, but there's one part where she gets fucking sent, like her body jukes, and she ends up getting stabbed by the little the pipe thing. The newsman explodes. Then you get to the ending, right? You get to the end. Then you finally get to the ending. There's a whole part where the final girl says she has to die in order to stop this, which is completely bullshit. She has a bunch of visions of her in the van in the water and some shit. But the black guy's literally fighting for his life, and like the little cord thing's unplugged. And as soon as Clear Rivers goes in there, the whole thing explodes and she dies, which is kind of not. it's kind of disrespectful to the character because she's from the first movie, legendary, obviously. And then after that, the final girl ends up trying to kill herself, but her boyfriend now saves her, and yeah, it's over, but it's not. And you get the whole baby thing before all that, but at the end they're having like this nice little get together thing, I guess, and then the son that almost got hit by the newsman thing ends up exploding, and then his arms and shit fly onto the mother, and the movie ends. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tony Todd. He reprised his role as I'm gonna call him the corner guy, or the guy that's obsessed with death. He says the only way to defeat death is life, or life is the only way to fight death, or something like that. Which pretty kind of makes sense. Which really makes sense. But yeah. So this was my review on Final Destination 2. It's a good ass sequel. It's a great sequel, actually. I loved it. The characters were, I mean, they were alright. But the story, though, and the kills, oh, that's so fucking good. I don't really know the story. It's the same shit as the last one, so the story's kind of eh. But it's a great sequel. But if I have to give the movie a rating, I'd probably give it like a, well, I give the first one a 10, so, I mean, it's kind of a little better than the first one. I say it's, I don't know if I want to rate it a 10 out of 10 again. I probably give it a 9.5. 9.5. That's genuine. The reason why I gave the original a 10 out of 10, because obviously it's the original movie. It's a good ass movie. It's where all this shit started. So 9.5 for Final Destination 2. Final Destination 3 is next, which will be Monday. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.